Welcome to Wrong Time Watch. My name is Kevin, and in this video, we're looking at the Longines Legend Diver in bronze. I'll leave a link in the description to the actual watch model, to the Longines website. Hopefully you can see the green dial here. It's a darker green, but it's definitely green. And then the outer rotating bezel here looks to be black. So yeah, I like this color combination. I like blue with bronze and then a green with bronze as well. So the price for this watch, MSRP, is $3,000. It is a super compressor design. It's a reinterpretation of a 1960s diver watch. But like I said, it's the super compressor design. It's not an actual super compressor watch. And I'll do a comparison video between this and my Christopher Ward in the future here, in the near future. All right, so it comes on this black leather strap, and it also comes with a green NATO strap, which I need to grab here. All right, so here's the strap. I'm just going to hold it up to the watch. This watch was kindly lent in by Craig, and I don't want to monkey around with changing the straps, so I'll just show you the strap here. It's a green NATO nylon strap, and it has a matching hardware as well, the bronze tang and keeper. This cool cross-hatch pattern here. Actually, that would match the crowns here. The crowns have this cross-hatched pattern as well. Feels nice, like a nice quality strap. It has a stamp here, Longines. So yeah, let's hold this up here real quick, and then we'll get on with the video. Here's kind of an idea what it would look like. And then the keepers on this are nylon also. I'm used to metal keepers, so we have these three nylon keepers here. All right, let's put that back in the box and get on with the rest of the video here. So, as I mentioned, bronze case. Looks to be all brushed. I don't see really any polished surfaces on here. And then both of these crowns are screw down. The top crown is for the inner rotating bezel. So that just popped out. And it is bi-directional. So let's get that back home and screw it down. And then bottom crown is for changing the time. There's no date on this watch, which is awesome. I don't think a dive watch should have a date. I definitely prefer no date watches, especially dive watches. You can also hand wind it, which we're doing right now. So push that back in and screw it down. So interesting note about this watch, the L888 movement is rated to 25,200 beats per hour, and then when you divide that down, I get 7 beats per second, which I've never really heard of that before. It's either been 8 or 6 beats per second. This one's 7 beats per second with a 72-hour power reserve. So, yeah, and then here's the case back as a titanium case back, which I've not seen before on a bronze watch either. We handled a fair share of bronze watches. They've all had stainless steel case backs. So anyway, Legend Diver. And then that little square there should say 30 bar, which is 300 meter water resistance. Looks like a serial number there. Swiss made bronze case, titanium case back. And then this is the model number, the L3.774. .1.50.2 is the full model number. So this portion of the buckle is polished. That's the only polished surface I've seen on this whole watch, and it's the underside of the buckle, which is kind of interesting. This buckle does not seem to, well, maybe it's because it's polished, but I was going to say it doesn't seem like it has patinaed as much as the case. Oh yes, and this does come with a fixed and a floating keeper. Craig's wrist is quite a bit larger than mine, so he was at the end of the strap here, so he didn't need that floating keeper. So it'll be hanging off of my wrist here when I put it on here in a minute. So for the dial, the hands, Longines calls the hands pink hands. I thought it would be bronze color, but maybe it's a pinkish color bronze. So pink hands, and then the indices and the Arabics are all printed on, and then there's Lume here as well, Swiss Super Luminova. So a box dome sapphire crystal with AR coating on the underside, and as I already mentioned, is 300 meter water resistance. So yeah, here's a look at the watch here. So let's get this on wrist, and actually, we'll talk about the dimensions first. So as I mentioned in my unboxing, the lug to lug on these are pretty long. I measure it at 52.5 millimeters, and that's just taking the calipers right along the edge of the strap here and measuring there. So 52.5 millimeter lug to lug. Case diameter was nice and easy to measure, 42 millimeter. Thickness from the case back to the top of this domed sapphire crystal, 12.7 millimeter. And then lug width is 22, and this strap tapers down to 20. Nice, very comfortable feeling strap. Longines leather strap here. Each crown measures in at 5.9 millimeter diameter, and that's from this portion here up against the case. Looks like it might taper a little bit. Actually, it looks like a straight edge, but anyway, 5.9 millimeter on the side screw down crowns. And the weight on this watch is nice and light at 83 grams on this leather strap. Needle strap maybe a little bit lighter. And the thickness is really not that thick, considering it's a 300 meter depth rated dive watch. Again, 12.7 thickness. All right, let's get this on wrist, and then we'll check out the Lume. If you have not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. Greatly appreciate it. And that notification bell. Like the video and leave a comment below. I could probably put it on the very tightest hole, but I won't. I don't want to stretch anything out, so we'll just put it right there. So it's a little loose on my wrist, and actually the lugs do overhang my wrist. I have a 52 millimeter wristband, and lug to lug, again, 52.5. There we go. One of my lights was kind of out of position here. Yeah, now you can see the dial a lot better. It's a good looking dial. So I guess I would call it a hunter green, perhaps. It looks like it's a bit of fumé as well. It's more green in the middle, and as you go further out, it looks like it's getting darker. All right, let's zoom back out to this position, and then we'll zoom even farther out to give you a little bit different perspective. I do like the crowns being offset, and you're not really going to hit it with the back of your wrist as much as if it was at 3 o'clock. So yeah, let me know what you think of the Longines Legend Diver. And yeah, you know, this case definitely does look like a pink color or a rose. More pink than rose, but it looks good. I'm sure Craig will enjoy it for a while. Alrighty, let's take a look at the Lume here. We'll be right back. Alright, so of course we have the Longines Legend Diver on the left, and my Seiko SKX009 on the right. Seiko blows it out of the water with the Lume. There's just simply not enough Lume applied to the Longines. The tiny little squares for Lume just aren't cutting it. But you know, I guess it's a reinterpretation of a 1960s diver watch, so I don't think the Lume was all that great back then. If you're a Lume junkie, then this isn't the watch for you. Personally, a Lume is not that high on my priority list, so I'm okay with it. Alright, that will conclude this video. As always, thank you for taking the time, and thank you for watching.